You say you want freedom, but you can't even get out of bed on time. You say you want peace, but your mind is chaos, always spinning, always racing. You say you want strength, but the moment life gets hard, you break. No one ever tells you this truth. You're asking for things you haven't earned yet. And the real war? It's not against your boss, your ex, or the economy. It's not out there. It's you versus you every single day. Most people lose that war before the day even begins. Not because life is too cruel, but because they hand over their power before even opening their eyes. They want success without sacrifice, peace without discipline, power without pain. Let me ask you, how can you expect to build a life of strength if you can't even control how you start your morning? You see, the world doesn't owe you freedom. You earn it. In the quiet moments, in the daily battles no one sees. When you say no to the urge to snooze, no to the chaos in your mind, and yes to showing up with discipline again and again. So remember this, the war is always within. And until you win that war, you'll never be free. Everybody says they want freedom. But here's the truth, no one likes to hear. Freedom doesn't feel good at first. It isn't comfort. It's not permission. Freedom is forged. It's built in silence, in restraint, in discipline. The Stoics knew this long before modern society forgot it. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But how many people actually live that way? How many can wake up each morning with a calm and focused mind? Very few. Because real strength doesn't come from what you say. It comes from what you can endure without losing control. From sacrificing comfort, sacrificing pleasure, sacrificing weakness. And that sacrifice, most people avoid it. They scroll, they swipe, they react, they give in to every emotion, every impulse. And they call that being authentic. But that's not authenticity. That's slavery, modern slavery. Not with chains on your hand, but with habits that shackle your mind. You're not free if you can't go a day without your urges controlling you. You're not strong if discomfort sends you running. And that's the brutal truth. You can't have freedom if you refuse discipline. Because without discipline, you're ruled by lust, by distraction, by fear, by the opinions of people who don't even live your life. So I ask you, what owns you right now? And when are you going to take it back? Let me ask you something real. When was the last time you sat alone, no music? No scrolling, no noise, just you and your thoughts. Most people can't handle that because silence is where the truth lives. And truth makes people uncomfortable. So instead, we run. We reach for dopamine like addicts. Scroll, swipe, escape, repeat. Not because we're weak, but because we've trained ourselves to avoid ourselves. We say we want growth, but we hide from the pain that makes it real. We post quotes about peace, but we live in constant chaos. We admire strength, but we reject the one thing that builds it, discipline. And this isn't judgment, it's reality. We've built a world that rewards distraction, not depth. That praises noise over wisdom, and most of us don't even realize we've become strangers to our own minds. But the Stoics knew better. Seneca warned, "No man is free who is a slave to his passions." If your emotions dictate your actions, you're not in control. If silence terrifies you, it's because there's something inside you that needs to be faced. So here's the hard truth. Until you can sit with yourself truly sitting, not run, you'll always be a prisoner. Not in a cell, but in your own mind. And that's a prison only you can break out of. You're not here to control the world. You're here to control yourself. Because real power, unchangeable, unshakable power doesn't come from controlling others, or gaining applause, or chasing approval. It comes when you stop needing those things. Imagine this. What if your mood didn't depend on other people? What if failure didn't scare you anymore? What if you could walk through chaos like a mountain stands in the storm still, strong, unmoved? That's what self-mastery looks like. But let's not sugarcoat it. It's not easy. This path is lonely. It's full of early mornings, long nights, and invisible progress. You'll bleed for it. You'll sweat for it. You'll lose people who liked you better when you were soft, agreeable, easy to control. You'll question everything on the hard days, your choices, your path, even your worth. But the difference is, you'll keep going. Not for applause, not for validation, but because you gave your word to yourself. Discipline isn't dramatic. It's quiet. It's cold. It's relentless. It's showing up when no one's watching. It's saying no when it would feel better to say yes. It's being loyal to your highest potential, even when comfort begs you to settle. You won't always feel strong, but the man who stays committed through the storm, that's the man no one can shake. Here's the truth most people never want to hear. Freedom isn't a finish line. It's a decision. Repeated daily. Every morning, you face a choice. Get up or give in. Be present or escape into distraction. Stay calm when you're provoked or let emotion run the show. We talk about winning in life, but you don't win by dominating others. You win by keeping your word to yourself. You win by saying no to the easy path, by standing still when everything inside you wants to run, by choosing discipline over dopamine. And that's not glamorous. That's not something you'll post about. It's not a medal or a viral quote. It's quiet. It's internal. It's the fight no one sees, but it's the one that defines you. Because the real enemy was never out there. Not your boss. Not your past. Not the people who misunderstood you. It's always been you versus you. You weren't born to be soft. You weren't born to be ruled by urges and fear. You were born to master yourself. And no, that war never ends. But that's okay. Because every time you rise instead of retreat, every time you choose strength over comfort, you win. And day by day, you become someone the world can't shake. That is real freedom. Earned, never given.